Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Aktab, and in front of all of you, presenting the Financial Times weekend. Next, crypto world rocked by fall of FTX empire. Next, $32 billion group files for bankruptcy. Next, founder Bankman Fried resign. Next, test of freedom. Carson citizen rejoice in Australia troops departure. Next, China relaxes quarantine rules. Even has new COVID cases hit highest since April. The next. Next, Muchdog soars on Trump for a new favorite, DeSantis. Then we comes to page number 2 on that US climate promises get cool reception. Next, flight of descent overshadow COP27. Next, offer. Fed officials back less aggressive rate rises after inflation slow. Next, Germany bars Chinese purchase of Bavarian semiconductor company. Next, protesters support Khan claim of Pakistan conspiracy to kill him. Next, Craze minister criticized Brussels over progress on gas price cap. Next, Lula seeks constitutional change to fund campaign pledges. Then next, pledge of dissent overshadows COP27. Then we comes to page number 3 on that Murdoch affections stray from term to DeSantis. Next, young turnout in numbers to shore up Democrats' vote. Then we comes to page number 4 on that Indonesia leader takes to world stages at G20 host. Next, Germany set to pull EU into recession this winter. Then we comes to page number 6 on that Zelensky hails historic day as Ukrainian forces enter Kherson. Next, Kyiv war vary of midterms impact on US aid policy. Next, Biden student debt relief plan blocked. Next, US warns of global shock from Taiwan conflict. Then we comes to page number 7 on the drone versus dawn. Next, India's gentle revolutionary helped women out of poverty. Then we come to page number 8 on that war in Ukraine has displayed the power of the drone. Next, withdrawing NEO funding risk, alternating other art donors. Next, borders are holding back the world's 8 million. The next year deglobalization guide uh, was missing just one thing. Next, chalk and cheese, Beijing bronze and Lenin marvels. Next, Balfour misplayed his hand by resigning in 1905. Next, some second home energy saving tips. Next, keeping half the earth free of humans. That's an idea. Next, remember those living day to day, dollar to dollar. Next, Victorian era letter picker did not need risk assessment. Next, the complex story of Bonnie Prince Charles. Next, why the Dutch East India Company broke the mold. Next, GI Jimmy and his hospital corner. Then we comes to page number 9 in opinion section in that American democracy surprises us all again. Next, crypto's last man standing digs in. Then we comes to page number 10 on that SoftBank suffers $10 million loss despite Sun's defective pivot. Next, UK homes target at risk after plunge in demand. Next, IBM counter China with Japanese chip partnership. Next, investors praise Apple on Union stance. Next, Polestars won over supply chain woes. Then we comes to page number 11 on that shale sectors leading light battles to unleash US gas. Next, Meta access job. Then we comes to the page number 12 on that the trading firm sparked fire that razed FTX. Next, exchange founder invested in his backer. Next, empire spends millions in illiquid investment. Then we comes to pin 13 on that blue chip investor heard and took heed of the Sren song. Next, hedge fund Galos says half its assets are trapped on exchange. The next, influence of digital currency cheerleader evaporates in Washington. Then we come to page 14 on that Greek lock and stability if it brings is not bad thing. Then we comes to page number FTA collapse brings pain and scandal fraud. Then we comes to the page number 20 on that note from the FTW director. Next, my week with alone. Next, don't look away. Then we comes to that much for today. Thanks for watching.